So in FAS we first do the uncinectomy. So I am using the sickle knife for the uncinectomy here. So this is the uncinate process like this, and I have cut it and remove it. So with the help of this vertical part, and I also have the cut the horizontal part. Now you can see the maxillary sinus ostium here after the infundibulum like this. So we can go directly into the maxillary sinus. Here if we consider this is the inferior turbinate, right? So the wide middle meatal enterostomy has been done like this. Now there is no polyposis in the maxillary sinus, so we'll go for the anterior and posterior ethmoidectomy. But before that, I have to debulk some of the polyposis from the nasal cavity. This is the nasal cavity, so I'm removing it in a bulk or in a step-by-step fashion, like this, like this, like this. So I don't have the shaver system at home, so basically I'm removing it with the forceps only. And this is the nasal septum, as you can see, but the anterior nasal septum is not there, might be the nasal perforation. But posteriorly nasal septum is there. Now I am removing the polyps from the left side. I also want to show you nasal polyposis snaring. Let me show you. So this is the nasal snare, polyp snare, right? So if there is some pedunculated polypoidal tissue at the septum or anywhere in the nasal cavity, you can just consider it in this, and like this you can go to the base and then snare it like this. So the polyp is totally removed in toto without any bleeding, like this. Okay, so that is just for demonstration. Now I am removing the polyp from the left side. This is the left sided polyposis, like this. I think this patient is very well prepared pre-operatively with the steroid and nasal spray and oral steroid, because there is less amount of polypoidal tissue which is shrink. If you do not prepare the patient very well pre-operatively, then there are chances of bleeding intra-op. So always prepare the patient 10 days before the surgery, like this. So I have removed some polyp from the middle meatal enterostomy side from the maxillary antrum. See, you can see these are the polyp on the posterior wall of the maxillary sinus. So I am removing it like this. Now from this, now there are fungal elements in the frontal sinus, right? This is the right frontal sinus, this is the left frontal sinus, as you can see here. Okay, so can you see these black spots? This one, yeah, that's seen good. So this is the fungal element. So for that I have to go for the intact bulla technique. So consider this is the middle turbinate here. After uncinectomy, this is the middle turbinate here and bulla behind it. So I'll keep the bulla intact and go the superiorly with 70-degree telescope, but right now I'm showing directly so that we can see it better. And after identifying the frontal opening or the frontal recess area, I'll directly go into the frontal sinus. So here we can see very well the frontal sinus area like this. Here is the septum between two frontal sinus, and this is the right dominant frontal sinus. Left is very small, so there is one polyp in the left frontal sinus. I'll remove it gently. It is removed, right? Here there is no need to go for the draft procedure, right? So we can keep it intact and see the frontal sinus is clear. Now what we'll do for this, either we can go and give the flush, but here I am going to cut it so that we can see what happens inside, like this. So just for the demonstration I am going to cut this area like this. I just need to see what is there inside. I am removing the fungal element here also. So there is a very gentle dissection. All right, so dissection is very gentle. You do not damage any other structure. All right, if you keep the bulla intact, then there is no worry for the injury to the anterioethmoidal artery, as it runs behind the posterior wall of the bulla. So I have removed the fungal element here. Now you can see the right frontal sinus very well cleared, very well. Now this is the left frontal. I have to remove it from the left side. All right, so I am removing it from the left side, the fungal element. All right, okay, so this is the intact bulla technique, and I like it very much, so that I don't have to fear about any vascular structure in between. Just, and this is removed. So the fungal element has been cleared. Now we'll go for the right side. Suppose this is the right maxillary sinus. I have removed the anterior aspect, so I'll directly go inside the first the anterior ethmoidectomy and then posterior ethmoidectomy. So first is the anterior ethmoidectomy. Then we can see the ground lamella, which is the horizontal attachment of the middle turbinate. All right, can you see? So I have removed the anterior ethmoidal air cells like this, very clear. See, you can see the anterior ethmoid is very much cleared, no polyposis is seen. Now I'll go to the ground lamella. Okay, so I have cleared the ground lamella also. Now what I want to show you is as we pierce the ground lamella, all right, so we'll go into the posterior ethmoid like this. So this is the posterior ethmoidectomy. You stay in the midline, do not go anywhere else. There is some polyposis in the sphenoid sinus. So how to identify sphenoid ostium? Two way, I think three way, medial, intermediate and lateral. So I'll go parallel to the septum and then gently elevate the superior turbinate here. This is the superior turbinate, right? So after elevating superior turbinate, I can see here the sphenoid sinus ostium very well. All right, can you see the sphenoid sinus ostium? And if I go from laterally, so after removing the posterior ethmoidectomy and or else posterior air cells, see, I am now entering into the sphenoid sinus. So this is the sphenoid sinus and there are some polyposis inside, so we will remove it step by step. Polyp a little bit spicy too. Alright, so we are cleaning the right side sphenoid sinus from the polyposis. Sphenoid sinus mucosal is also sometime present, collection of pus and mucus. Now as you can see, there are some attachment of polyp in the carotico-optic area. If this is the sphenoid sinus, here is the carotid and here is the optic. Now so I am removing it gently from the OCR, right OCR. All right, so now you can see the right OCR is very much having the polypoidal tissue. I am removing it in the hole. All right, so this is removed.